All right, let's go to California. Kevin Parada has just wrapped up a incredible college career at Georgia Tech, and for some reason or another, folks, he got up way early on the West Coast to do this program. Look out! Look at the hands. Look, the hands are A+. He got A+ hands, Parada. You got A+ hands, and you just showed everybody on this show.
Hey, you struggle with these earbuds, man. I mean, yeah, I need some like big heavy set headphones to make sure I'm still locked in.
No,
You got
you're
that
good.
thing figured out.
What's okay? We know it ended in a disappointing fashion in Knoxville for you at Georgia Tech and Coach Hall. So when that ends and the finality kind of sets in on your college career, and I was talking about this earlier in the week, there's a finality to it. What's that been like for you the last couple of weeks, I guess?
It's really just been like settling in right now, honestly. Looking back at my career, I mean, the things that I've been able to accomplish only in 2 years as a sophomore, like pretty extraordinary, honestly. And so it's one of those things that right now, like I'm just relaxing, preparing for the draft, obviously, but just going back and looking at it all, like I can't be any happier with what I did at Georgia Tech and my 2 years there. It's really awesome.
Kevin, is it hard to watch the College World Series?
It makes you a little sad that you're obviously not there because that was an end goal of ours. But in the end, like you can only control what you can control. And so watching the College World Series, you're happy for those guys because they got that opportunity and they're out there winning a national championship, even though you wish it was you. But yeah.
You're a finalist for the Golden Spikes. It's the equivalent of baseball's Heisman Trophy. Do you think about it? Are you nervous? You've won a lot of awards already and gotten a lot of accommodations for your college game. Is that something that's on your mind, or is it just kind of, hey, it's an honor to be a finalist, and I'm glad people think that much of the way I play?
Yeah, it really is an honor to be even considered as one of the top 3 players in the country. Like, I can't be more thankful for that. And obviously, I want to win it, but in the end, like when you look back at it, like just the fact that writers and whoever else votes on the Golden Spikes and even fans, like if they put me in the top 3 of all of college baseball players, like that's something to be really proud of.
I want to get into the process that you've now gone through. You mentioned, all right, hey, yeah, we're not in Omaha. That was the ultimate goal. You're happy for everybody else. You got the Golden Spikes thing. You can't control it. They offer it to you and you win it. Awesome. If not, hey, it was an honor to be nominated. Your numbers speak for itself. But now it's time for the next phase. So what's that been like for you in terms of preparation for the next phase of your career?
Yeah, so the biggest thing right now is obviously preparing for the draft. And a part of that was going down to the combine down in San Diego because I wasn't playing in Omaha. So it was a great way to meet some different clubs and get to know different people. Um, Also, get to see plenty of different prospects down there that are going to be drafted with me. And then now it's just a waiting game. Like you got to wait till July 17th, um, and that's really what it is.
Kevin, take me through. I don't know that people realize there's a combine. I mean, they hear about football and basketball. They know Indianapolis is the NFL combine, Chicago's the NBA combine. Tell us about San Diego. I mean, you said you met with clubs. Did you work out at all? Do guys work out for teams? What's that like?
Yeah, so you have the opportunity to work out with clubs or in front of all 30 clubs or just do interviews or a mix of different stuff. So I just went down there as a business trip and met with the clubs that I needed to meet with. And now I'm just waiting for the draft and whatever comes up in the near future. I know I got to go to Wichita this coming week for the Buster Posey Award finalist.
Buster Posey. Isn't that apropos that Buster Posey comes up in this conversation? And hey, Kevin, I didn't even bring it up because the last time you were on the show, I believe I brought up Buster Posey and I'm making connections. I'm not saying I have no idea where you're going to get drafted, but I do know what you'd look good in, my man. I know that black and orange has got your name written all over it, but that's just me. I want to go back, though, to the process that you just talked about. Without naming names, what was the strangest question that was asked of you at the ceremony, at that process?
So the strangest question, it wasn't to me, but people were telling me was, if you were a butterfly, what type of butterfly would you be?
Get out of here! No, what does that?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with baseball? Can you figure that one out?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you honestly. I think it's just one of those questions that they just want to see how you go with it. But
so,
I mean, the only butterfly I know is a monarch butterfly. So
right.
I couldn't even tell you any other ones.
Right. Well, maybe that's the correct answer to the question. But I figured there had to be some goofy, stupid, off the wall question that you get those. You hear it with football drafts and all that stuff, and combines and all that. I figured you got at least one of those coming your way.
Yeah, absolutely. The other one was, how do you store your peanut butter? Do you put it in the fridge? Do you put it in a cupboard? I put it in the cupboard just because.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's what you do. Because that's the correct answer. That's what you do.
Hey, Kevin, in all the kind of build-up in this, and obviously you mentioned it's now less than a month away to the amateur draft, is there some sort of sense that, I've always played this game for the love of the game? You got a college education out of the love of the game. You've been in a lot of places because of the love of the game. But you just mentioned the term business meetings. Has that part now changed? Have you crossed the hurdle from the love of the game? And that's still really important and will be at the next level. But understanding the concept of now this is a business and all the things tied to it are business decisions?
Absolutely. It's something you got to think about. But in the end, the reason why I play baseball is because I have fun with it. I love it. So, yeah, it is a business in the future. But in the end, you still got to play because you love the game. And that's really the end goal and the end reason why I play the game.
Kevin, have you leaned on any former players, whether they were Georgia Tech guys or not, that have gone through this process that now are playing at the highest level that said, hey, listen, here are 2 or 3 things you must do? Who's your lean when it comes to all this kind of stuff?
Yeah. Georgia Tech's had plenty of catchers that have gone through Wieters, Veritek, Nikias. I actually had a class with Mark Teixeira this last semester. So we got to talk a lot about the game when we're in marketing together, and it was pretty fun just talking to him and his different stories. And then obviously Joey Bart is right now playing, so he's going through the grind. And I know that if I ever need anything, I get to talk to all of them at any point, and it's really easy to get in touch with them because I have Coach Hall and that Georgia Tech connection.
Once again, Wes, Kevin, another San Francisco Giant mention at catcher. Just saying. Just saying.
I know.
Uh-oh. Heads up.
That's all right. You're good. Hey, Kevin, here's the thing, and we talk about positions at certain schools, right? But catcher at Georgia Tech, and you mentioned Veritek and Wieters and Nikias and Joey Bart. Even Jason Basil, who was an MVP of an ACC tournament one time, started out as a catcher. Teixeira, thank goodness, never played catcher. However, you mentioned that kind of connection at that position. You can bump into a lot of guys pretty quick who play that spot and can give you some guidance at the highest level. Did that influence your decision in the process of going to Georgia Tech? And has that part delivered the way you'd hoped it would as you get ready to embark on your pro career?
Yeah. One of the things was really with Georgia Tech was Coach Hall always put an emphasis on catchers. And, I didn't really understand it to the deepest level until I physically got to Georgia Tech. I committed the year that Joey was getting drafted. And then as I continued through Georgia Tech, I got to see the lineage of all the different catchers that have gone through there. And you just look up on the walls and you're like, wow, like it's pretty awesome to even be considered a part of these names. And then now hopefully cementing myself in Georgia Tech history.
Kevin, once we go through this draft, and I'm just going to tell you something you already know. You're going to go high in this draft. Have you thought about the first thing you're going to buy yourself? Are you going to reward yourself with anything once they say, hey, with the blankety blank pick, the San Francisco Giants, for argument's sake, select Kevin Parada. Have you thought about what that signing bonus, what we're going to buy first thing? You do something for the folks, or are you going to do something for yourself, your family, charity? I mean, have you given that any thought whatsoever?
Not really. I do love to travel, so maybe in the near future we'll have a family trip or something. But as of now, I really haven't thought about it. I'm just enjoying the process until it happens, and when it happens, then I'll figure it out from there. But I'm super excited and just excited where I am.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. You have done a terrific job at Georgia Tech, and not only representing them, but also the ACC. Good luck as a finalist for the Golden Spikes.
Wait a minute. What
else do we have? We've already asked hardest class. We've done all the other stuff.
No. Wes, come on, man. I got more tricks up my sleeve than that one. And now you're at home right now, right? Correct? This is home? Your kitchen is spotless. So it's 9:45 a.m. on the East Coast. It's 6:45 where you are. What are we doing for breakfast? Because I'm just looking at that perfect kitchen, man. It looks like it needs some pancake batter. It needs something going on there. So what are we doing for breakfast?
I'm not really sure. Usually I just fix myself up a bowl of cereal, but I'm kind of feeling a Lucky Boy breakfast burrito, which if you're from the West Coast and you've been to Pasadena, you would know what it is. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right. Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm not leaving. You can't leave me hanging on that. What is the Lucky Boy burrito? If you and I are going out to grab a little breakfast, what's in the Lucky Boy burrito?
Just bacon, hash browns. You can have sausage, eggs, pretty much anything you can think of a basic burrito. But for some reason, they just find a way to make it better, and they have a salsa that goes with it, which is pretty awesome.
Dude. Sounds so good. By the way, I heard a dog barking. You got a dog in the house?
I've got 4 of them. Yeah.
Where are they?
Had to get them out of the room.
No, man. Can you get the dogs in there real quick? Call the dogs.
Dahlia, BJ. The other 2 beagles, I think, are with my sister. They're coming in. They're running in.
Are they coming in? I want to see the dogs. All right. I want to see the dogs. All right. Here we go.
We got one of them.
All right. Let me see what you got here. This is why I love live television. There we go.
Yeah, this is live TV. Oh, man.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, we got 2 chocolate labs and 2 beagles.
I love it. So when we go get the Lucky Boy burritos, you stick an extra one in the bag for the boys when they get home, or we're not treating them with any Lucky Boy burritos in the morning?
Yeah, I can always do that.
There you go. Listen. Hey, congratulations on all your success. We'll be rooting for you, man. You've done a great job.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care. Kevin Parada, Georgia Tech, soon to be the first round of the Major League Draft and a finalist for the Golden Spikes.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow night.